I guess we can hop straight into it. I'm not really the best at talking, so these are in alphabetical order because that's how I named them. I just named them like in alphabetical order, like the photo files. But we're just gonna do it. We're pretty much just gonna do it in like the normal way that's on the leaderboard. So speaking of which, I should really pull up the leaderboard. Give me one. I didn't mean to open up Steam. Whoops. Already going to a great start. I forgot I had mod. Well. I know it says all chapters here is the main one, but let's start with chapter 1 actually. Chapter 1, any percent. Here we go. Chapter 1, any percent. This, oh boy, this is a very nostalgic one for me and probably for everyone else that speedruns ever. Well, that's speedrun, like that followed the speedrunning scene for a while about this game. It has some good things about it. It has some bad things about it. For me, the good things come from the fact that it's very, very accessible. Not in the SGG person, so true. Chapter 1 is like the base category. Yeah, it's basically the base category. It's the one category to like basically get you into, like basically it's the one category to get you into Deltarune speedrunning. It's simple, it's easy to learn. It's not the easiest, well, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's basically the base category. It's overall just, honestly, if you're not worrying about resetting or just overall getting a better time in general, or if you're just doing no reset runs in general, this is actually a pretty fun category in my opinion. I know people like to joke about how terrible this category is and whatnot, and that like, oh god, it's F tier. And while it can get very frustrating at like top level gameplay, like I lost so many runs now due to HHS and URR. Those two alone made me very frustrated with this category. But when you're just playing it in general, it would be like a solid like A tier in my opinion. So I'd say it's right down in the middle. I think it's a C tier category, honestly. HHS, URR, yeah. Head Happy Skip, DELTARUNE Ranger for those who don't know. But yeah, I'd say I personally really like it. And for me, I'm probably I'm gonna remove a few rows actually because I don't think I need S tier. I don't think I need A+ tier. I don't think I need anything like between S and D because I don't really hate any category. Mainly because I haven't played all of them yet. We'll just keep the list of that. Next up, now TPE. Oh, actually, let's do TPE first. Chapter 1, True Pacifist. For those who don't know, I had a run. I did a True Pacifist run this morning that unfortunately isn't verifiable because my damn audio didn't record. The same thing happened with my 2624 Chapter 1 any percent run, and I'm really frustrated about it. So, I'm kidding. Chapter 1 True Pacifist is like Chapter 1 any percent. I don't know. Is it better or worse? These two, for me, are like right on the middle. Because True Pacifist is just, you have to do two extra things. You have to talk to Lancer at the end of the game. And you have to pacify all three Jigsaws. Because that's basically the only, like, few differences. I think they're on the same level. It's just for me, True Pacifist is... I don't know. Let's see what chat has to say. Nothing so far. I'd say probably C tier. Like just below any percent. Cause for me, I would say that I'm just personally overall less nostalgic about it. Chapter 1 any percent was obviously the one that I've watched for since the beginning of the category. When Cookie was like the queen of Deltarune speedrunning at the time. Her time is still, I think, top 20, which is also insane. And yeah, Chapter 1 8%, very nostalgic. Chapter 1 True Pacifist, basically the same as Chapter 1, but with different stuff, and personally for me, a little less nostalgic, because, well, obviously I really haven't been keeping up now, but yeah. Actually, I completely forgot to do this, but if you want to do the tier list yourself, here's the link. Chapter 1 all bosses. Now, personally, in my opinion, I think Chapter 1 all bosses is better than Chapter 1 any percent. solely because of the fact that it just has more content in it. Chapter 1 All Bosses, I would say, is actually B tier, because I actually find the category really fun, in my personal opinion. Now, obviously, dying to Jevil sucks. See, the thing is, I'm not a top, like, I haven't gotten to the point where I have to grind for a top time in Chapter 1 All Bosses yet. Obviously, that changed very recently, considering I got a 30-45, and that's basically 6th place. But for me, I'd say it's in B tier. I'd say Chapter 1 All Bosses, solid B tier category. And that's basically all the Chapter 1 categories. We could do the 1.09 ones real quick. 1.9 Chapter 1 80%. It depends on where it places. Thinking about 1.09, you either love it or you either hate it. Personally, for me, it's Steam. It's like the Steam version, obviously, which means that there's some good things and some bad things about it. So for me, it levels it out, and so I'd say I put 1.9 Chapter 1 80%, and True Pacifist. These two for me are in C tier, and 1.9 Chapter 1 All Bosses is B tier, below normal Chapter 1. So that's where I would place it personally. Alright, now we get to the Chapter 2 categories. So, Chapter 2 Main Route Glitched. Alright, I'm not sure what to think about. I only ran it once as a standalone category, and twice in an all chapters run, and personally, I don't think it's D tier, but I also don't think it's B tier, and I also don't think it's as good as any of these. So far, I think I'm gonna put Chapter 2 Main Route below everything else in C tier, but not quite D tier, because the thing with Chapter 2 Main Route, better than Chapter 1, but not for much. For me, I personally think it's worse, but that's totally your opinion, and I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, for me, I think it's slightly worse, just because of the fact that, like, after the 18 to 19 minute mark, it's basically an auto-scroller at that point, and, like, I want to feel like I want to do something, you know? That's what I would say. Chapter 2 Main Route is personally, in my opinion, weaker than the rest, because of that auto scroller rest 6 to 7 minutes of the run is just so, like, I mean, you can like manual mash, but manual mashing sucks. If it were like more that you could do, I would say it would be above any percent for that reason, but for that, I'm just gonna have to put Chapter 2 Main Route just below everything. And now we get to the point where I've not played all of these, so this is gonna be probably a quick fire round. Chapter 2 Main Route No Major Glitched. It looks really fun to me. I think Chapter 2 Main Route No Major Glitches seems kind of fun, honestly. I think it looks kind of fun. I'm gonna put Chapter 2 Main Route NMG above Chapter 1 All Bosses B tier. Now we get to Chapter 2 Main Route Glitchless. I've heard a lot of fun things about this. However, I've also heard some very frustrating things, mainly Giga and like Killer Queen. I honestly think it's better than No Major Glitches. For me, I'm mainly a glitchless runner. Besides, I'm not exactly a glitchless runner because I haven't run either glitchless or No Major Glitch for Chapter 2, but I don't think it's quite A tier. I think it's more the top to B tier, above Chapter 2 No Major Glitches. Now we get to Snowgrave, like all the Snowgrave categories. For me, I have a really tough time with Spamton Neo Snowgrave. Like, I have a really tough time, especially optimally playing it. Like, obviously, I haven't ran like every single category on here, so optimally, I don't know. Snowgrave, it's kind of infuriating solely because of Spamton Neo. But that being said, Snowgrave Glitch seems very, I don't know, the first part and the last part. The first part seems like very like time consuming with like the grinding and stuff. I don't know, I haven't been catching up with much Chapter 2 stuff as of recently. So I think we'll have to put this, we could say, I think I'm gonna put Chapter 2 Snowgrave above 1.09 Chapter 1 categories. Obviously we can move this around a bit after it's done. Chapter 2 Snowgrave No Major Glitches. and Chapter 2 Snow Grave Glitches. These are basically going to be the same thing with glitches having a slightly higher priority. No major glitches. It has the same problems with Spam to Neo, but without the added thing of like the beginning part with the Thorn Ring, because honestly I'm not really a big fan of Door Orb besides main round and stuff like that. Chapter 2 Snow Grave, no major glitches. I'm putting in C tier. Above Chapter 1 any percent actually, because Snow Grave New can be really fun if you're just goofing off. I forgot to mention that. And Chapter 2 Snow Grave Glitches I'm going to put above no major glitch, but not in B tier. Next up we have All Recruits. Now, All Recruits is an interesting one. I have actually seen a few optimal All Recruits runs, and for me, I would say that Chapter 2 All Recruits Glitched, solid B tier, but below Chapter 1 1.9. Because once again, the downside of this snooze fest at the very end. It looks really fun, honestly. Well, not really fun, but it looks fun. Chapter 2 All Recruits Glitched. No major glitches. I think no major glitches in glitchless Chapter 2 All Recruits seems iffy to me, because it's kind of like the opposite of like Chapter 2, like the main rat categories. With main rat, no major glitches and glitches being really fun compared to main rat. It seems kind of, I don't know. Chapter 2 All Recruits, no major glitches and glitchless. I'd say above main route, but below True Pacifist 1.09, Chapter 1. Glitchless is slightly higher priority because, for me, I just don't really like wrong warps. But yeah, that's where I'm going to place those categories. Next up is All Bosses. Yeah, All Bosses, let's just get this out of the way. I do not understand All Bosses All Bosses glitch for Chapter 2. I just don't understand it. I haven't really seen a run. Well, I have seen a few runs, but it just seems all very confusing to me. So I'm just gonna put Chapter 2 All Bosses below Chapter 2 main route. SG and C, their people leave. I'm sorry, Magic. I'm sorry. I just haven't played the category. Well, okay. Yeah, I haven't played the category. Basically, I haven't played the category, and I hate Snowgrave Neo, okay? Don't fight me, okay? You can do your own tier list. In fact, I want to see that. I want to see you make your own tier list. I want to see more people make their own tier list, actually. Magic, if you want, you can also join. Paul. Hello.
Hi, by the way. I've been here for like...
I just realized. Sorry.
I don't know. I was just listening, and it's kind of fun. Anyways, hi.
Hello. Magic, if you SGG and S tier, everything else is D. That's basically Magic thinking. If you want, you can join Call Magic. I don't know if you can, or if you're just watching this on like your phone or something, but yeah. So far, everything's in B and C tier because, I don't know, we just haven't gone into the really bad categories and really fun categories yet, which I think category extensions will be very interesting. But yeah, Chapter 2 All Bosses, I personally don't really think it's interesting in any way. Now, Chapter 2 All Bosses, no major glitch and glitchless, A tier. For me, Chapter 2 All Bosses, no major glitch and glitchless, it seems really fun. Like Queen, you wouldn't even have to worry about Queen or Giga because you're just so stacked as well. I'd say these are both A tier. Now we get to, oh right, the 1.09 ones. You know what? I'll worry about the 1.9 stuff later. Okay, all chapters, main route glitched. Honestly, I don't like this category. I don't like all chapters main route glitch solely for the fact because Chapter 1 you have to play on demo, which demo can suck, especially if you're not using Ars. Mainly because I freaking hate Ruden 4 and just everything in general, honestly. I think we're gonna see our first D tier, honestly, because Chapter 1 you have to grind for such a good Chapter 1, and then Chapter 2 you just gotta pray that you get a good Chapter 2. Demo deniers SMH. Hey, you know what? Yeah, honestly, all chapters main route glitched. It's just so... It's something else. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like all chapters main route glitched. It's just, no. D tier. All chapters main route no major glitched. Chapter 1 has the same issue for all chapters main route glitchless, and main route no major glitched. But Chapter 2 is obviously different in some way, and I don't know how the route differs for Chapter 2. but it's definitely above for me because honestly, chapter 2 carries it. But also, I don't know. I just don't really like all chapters runs because of like chapter 2 you can mess up chapter 2 so bad and you have to go all the way back from the beginning. I really don't like it. It's just really, you have to gamble for a good chapter 2 after you get that perfect chapter 1. Or we're not even a perfect chapter 1 right nowadays, but we're placing a lot of categories in B tier actually. You know what? I think I'm gonna move up Snowgrave Glitchless and Snowgrave No Major Glitch to B actually. And you know what? There. But yeah, let's move on to all chapters main yeah, but I'm gonna put these in C tier because I think it's definitely has some good things because chapter 2 is honestly a lot better than chapter 2 in all chapters main are glitched. But I'm still gonna put these below everything else in C tier. Okay. All chapters Snowgrave. I think the same issue arises. Actually, all chapters Snowgrave isn't as bad because really the main problem, like all the Snowgrave categories, they don't have as much of a problem with the gambling bit because it's not as much like you have to hope for a good. So I think we're gonna place all chapters Snowgrave, I'd say above all recruits glitchless, and we're placing all chapters Snowgrave no major glitched and glitchless above chapter 190%, but below chapter 2 Snowgrave glitchless. And next up, all chapters all recruits. Oh boy. Oh boy. All chapters all recruit. I'd say it's below Snowgrave, but above main round. I'm not very good at this, as you can tell, obviously. But all chapters all recruits. I don't know if it's in D or C tier. You can really mess up on all recruits. Like if you're just not paying attention properly. Fuck it, D tier. I don't care. We're moving on. We're putting this here and this here. Because personally, chapter 2 all bosses, it's just so strange. The routing for it is just very weird. So we're putting all chapters all recruits above. Actually, no. I just realized what it meant by like all like my brain just clicked on like all chapters all recruits glitchless, because like all recruits glitchless and lemon glitch, it's just not very good in my opinion. And I'm gonna put it below main actually. All chapters main, I'm gonna put it below that. And last up is all chapters all bosses. Let's just get this out of the way. I really like all chapters. It's a very fun category. Nothing said much about it. However, all chapters all bosses glitched. It very much. I think we're gonna put it above. No. Below chapter 1 all bosses. Now let's organize the Wait, there's no Giga Queen? There's no Giga Queen skip in 1.9. Oh right, it's all bosses. Oh. I completely did not realize that. I'm gonna move it down actually, just for that actually. Where's 1.09 chapter 2 all bosses? 1.09 chapter 2 all bosses. Am I dumb? There we go. I'm moving it down for that because you can't skip Giga Queen. I just realized all bosses meaning you can't skip Giga Queen for that. That's all the main category is done. Now let's time to move on to the category extensions. This is where we're either going to see a lot of S tiers and D tiers. So buckle up. All Shadow Crystals. Let's just talk about All Shadow Crystals for a second. All Shadow Crystals is, if you don't know what All Shadow Crystals is, it's basically just doing Chapter 1, 1.09, all bosses, and then Chapter 2, 1.09, Snowgrave, which I really like Chapter 1 all bosses, but I also really don't like Chapter 2 Snow. I don't hate it actually. It's more neutral for me. So I'd say all Shadow Crystals glitched. I'd say it's below 1.09 Chapter 1 all bosses, above all chapters all bosses. And all Shadow Crystals glitchless and no major glitched. I think it's gonna be an A tier, but below Chapter 2 all bosses. That's my placing for these two. So quick one and done. Through reset. Now it's time for True Reset. That's you. Yeah, that's me. Let's go. First place. You know what? Just for that, just because I'm first place on True Reset Chapter 1, S tier. No, I'm kidding. True Reset Chapter 1. Basically the exact same as 1.09 Chapter 1, except with an auto scroller at the very beginning. So for that, we're gonna place it below 1.09 Chapter 1 90%, just for that, because it's very, very boring. I'm staring at you. You don't have bias. Yeah. I don't just because I have a world record in something doesn't mean I'm gonna be biased towards it. Like if I had a world record in something like, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, whatever category, I don't know. But yeah, I'm placing this below everything else on here. For me, I'd say True Reset Chapter 1 is very C tier, below True Pacifist because of the auto scroll at the beginning. The next up is True Reset Chapter 2 main round. Now, I personally don't hate True Reset Chapter 2 main round. Obviously, it has a True Reset at the very beginning, which is just very, very boring. Any True Reset category is just gonna have a boring beginning. But honestly, because of the Giga Queen skip, I'd say it goes slightly above normal Chapter 2 main round glitched. I'd say for that, it goes above that, in my opinion. We're gonna place it between 1.9 Chapter 2 and Chapter 2 main round because obviously Giga Queen skip, it makes up for it. Next up is Chapter 2 Snowgrave. The thing about this is, I think I'm just gonna place this below. I think I'm just gonna place this below 1.9 Chapter 2 Snowgrave. And the next up is True Reset All Chapters main round, which again 1.09 because it's a category extension, and you can use 1.9 for any category extension besides no major glitches and glitched runs. The same problems basically with just all chapters main round in general, except with obviously Giga Queen skip at the very end, so it's gonna be placed above that, but below 1.9 all chapters main round. Next up, everyone's favorite category, Trackabart Peak, otherwise known as True Reset all chapters, all bosses, all recruits, True Passive Sending, extended glitchless. Straight up, S tier. I don't care what anyone else says. S tier. I love this category. I love how goofy and silly it is. It straight up is an S tier category. I love it. It straight up is, in my opinion, probably the best Deltarune category ever. It's just got so much going on in it, and you could basically do anything honestly in this category as long as you follow what's going on. I know that you have to do more in order for it to be verifiable, but that's what makes it, in my opinion, so goofy. Call me. I'm in FLB, but you know what?
Oh, okay.
What?
I was gonna join FLB, but that's fine. But I'm available now, so I'm here now. I'm looking at this tier list now.
All right.
I'm here. I'm ready to rank.
All right.
As one does.
All right.
All right. What have we got so far?
We have this, honestly. It's very mid. It's my opinions, obviously.
Well, now it's my opinions. So, let's start over. It's no, I'm kidding. Let's see. So
keep in mind that I haven't played most of these categories, so.
Well, I played them all. That's not true. That's actually a blatant lie. And most CEs I have not touched, but that's okay.
Yeah, the ones you've had touched, they were probably main categories beforehand.
Well, there were some that were CEs that I did for fun, but all right, let's look at this. So, in Ash, we got track up on the league. We're off to a great start.
Hey,
absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's see. In A, we got egg, and let me turn up the quality on those. I can't read half of them.
Yeah, you know what? Can I zoom in actually? Oh, I can zoom in. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I'm very dumb.
Well, you're not stupid. Be nice.
Be nice.
All right, let's see. ACAB G, that's banger. ACAB NMG.
I don't know. I just don't find many differences between no major glitched and glitchless threads. Besides the wrong warps, obviously, but
besides it being, you know, hell compared to not hell. I get it. Yeah, no. You got a point.
Well, I haven't played any no major glitch or glitchless categories in chapter 2 or all chapters, so.
Yeah, it's alright. Alright, that's fine. That's fine for now. Okay, alright. So next, there's chapter 2 ABG. Okay. Sure. Chapter 2 AB NMG. Okay.
I feel like I'm being judged by a god.
Let's see. Some of these are interesting. You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll keep going.
Yeah, most of these I haven't played, obviously.
Yeah, there are some sins. I'm looking ahead, but that's okay. We'll get
Yeah,
there.
some may like most. Will you do this again
see.
with the 150 extra categories when chapter 3 and 4 come out? Yes, I will do it. I will make an updated tier list, actually. I will just keep this as a normal one and just create a new one, honestly. If you want to make any changes now, then go ahead.
Let's see. So, I mean, you've got okay. A is okay. That's fine. Good enough. You know, I'll respect it. Let's see. MRG and B is kind of a well. You know, that kind of hurts my soul a little bit. A little bit. Same with MRNMG. The fact that you put MRNMG with more steps above MRNMG is kind of like painful.
I just
It's
don't
kind of
really like
agonizing.
main route glitch, to be honest.
It's just AB. It's the same thing as all bosses, but just with less. Why? And then you put the only good Deltarune category in B.
The only good Delta. What are you talking about? All Shadow? No, wait, no.
Chapter 1, all bosses.
Oh, chapter 1, all bosses. Listen, I really like chapter 1, all bosses. I'm just not sure where I could have placed them.
1.09 chapter 1 all bosses I feel like is a sin. Any 1.09 category is like a sin to be anywhere above like D.
I mean, personally, I don't find any difference besides the 1.09 stuff.
Ashmichda of chapter 1 AV is the best category, then Wino sub 30. You're banned.
You're bad.
You're banned.
Isn't she a mod? Yeah, she's a mod.
I can't ban it.
You can't ban mod.
PB check, opinion,
PB
invalidated.
check, let me guess. Get this person banned out of here.
You don't exist. You mean nothing to me.
Alright. But yeah. I might do this again after I've played all these categories, but yeah, most of these are just very hot takes.
Yeah, no, that hurts me. And then all shadow crystals is like, it's just such an interesting category. Honestly, that's a good placement, I think, with all three of those variations. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
All chapters, all bosses, that's fair. I am offended with how many 1.09 categories that you're just throwing in with the other ones.
Look!
Like the fact that chapter 1 80% is right next to its 1.09 equivalent.
I don't think...
Which is incomprehensibly insane.
Well,
but...
I don't usually do the head happy skip 1.09 chapter 1 bullshit that is. I just do it ours because that's easier and faster in my opinion.
Well, yeah, no, I completely understand. You're just insane. But...
Next up, all chapters, all recruits, true pacifist.
That's an interesting category.
Yeah.
It's like the only way, like let's say you do a true pacifist run on demo, right? That's the only category that you can like continue it into a chapter 2 category. And I think for that reason alone, it should give it brownie points. Like maybe bring it up to at least like a B.
That's probably it, yeah.
And then on top of that, it is category extensions being 1.09 default kind of ruins some of them, especially with chapter 2 1.09 because it sucks. I know some of you are demo runners, so chapter 1 doesn't matter, blah blah blah. But
I have world
Nurse
record
has
in it.
yeah, that's true. Nurse has record in it, so go ahead and put it in D.
Yeah, let's go. I'm kidding. I can't even read my own stuff. Holy shit. All chapters, all recruits, true pacifist. There we go. I don't know.
I'd say I'd give it a solid like. I need to like from a me raw perspective. If I was just ranking this from nothing, I'd put it in an A. But basing it on your already made rankings, probably like a B.
Yeah.
Because I have to consider where you're putting stuff, you know?
Honestly, I want to see your ranking after this. Like, your complete unfiltered ranking.
I mean, yeah, I could do a ranking.
Yeah, you could do it right now,
stream and
actually.
get content off of it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying! I
Well,
made free content for basically everyone in FLB.
I'll let you finish yours first.
Yeah. All chapters, all recruits, true pacifist. My opinion on true pacifist chapter 1, it's usually I would rank usually for all chapters I would just separate them between chapter 1 and chapter 2 and how I personally feel. Chapter 2 all recruits is honest. I've seen some good things about it, and the routing doesn't look that bad to me. And chapter 1 true pacifist, it's basically same thing as chapter 1 80%, but less so. So I'd place it.
Though it is important to know that it's 1.09 chapter 2 all recruits.
That's true, so it's better. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I just don't like Giga Queen, to be honest. Giga Queen skip is free for me.
For everyone. What do you mean for me? It's
For
free for everyone.
For everyone, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Look,
There's not a single soul that's failing Giga Queen skip over here. Like what?
I mean, unless you somehow forget what to do, but you know.
Well, that's not failing. That's just forgetting.
That's just, yeah, that's true. I think I might place it above Chapter 2 All Recruits. Actually, no, probably below because I just don't like all chapters that much because of how much you can fail in Chapter 2 after getting a good Chapter 1 run. In fact, that's what basically all these all chapters categories goes off of. How very frustrating it could be to get a bad Chapter 2 compared to a Chapter 1. But yeah. Next up, all titles. I've never heard about this category ever. All chapters, all titles? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You get all the titles.
What the hell is a title? Oh, it's just these. Oh, I just called them labels in my opinion. This category seems interesting, actually.
So, just to put it into perspective, you have to do reverse HHS and you have to do the rules fight 4 times.
Reverse HHS and wait, the what?
You have to do the rules fight 4 times for all the different pictures.
Interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about this category still, but that sounds very interesting. All chapters, all titles. I think I'd place it above all shadow crystals. Yeah, I think that's a solid placement in my opinion. Next up, chapter 2, all bosses, all recruits. I'm not sure how to feel about this one either.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because it's also 1.09, but you can't do Giga Queen skip because it's all bosses.
Exactly. It's a good grasp of like everything. You know, it's like a good challenge category almost.
Definitely
not
good
really a challenge. It's just a lot. You know, it's like all of the main ones together.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Like a simplified track of RP.
Yeah. Again, I'm not really a fan of the routing for Chapter 2 all bosses, so this is probably going to place it below glitchless in my opinion. But I'd say probably going to be top of B tier, and then Chapter 2 all bosses, all recruits, no major glitch. Probably here and here. That seems like what I would put, honestly. Obviously not what a normal person would put. Yeah, 1.9 AB is painful. Actually,
there's nothing wrong with 1.9. It's just AB.
It's just AB.
It's just AB.
It's just AB. Flamehead manip. Oh wait, right. Flamehead manip. I completely forgot about that. They added that in 1.15, didn't they?
Oh, you're right.
Right.
So
that's more painful.
You're right. Dude.
I'm moving
right.
every single 1.9 chapter 2 to D. I'm kidding.
No, it's D. You're right.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Who cares about organization? I'm just gonna move these. I'm just gonna move all chapter 2 and all chapters categories. Like a whole half step down. Well, whole step down actually. Oh wait, I'm done. These stay in here because you don't do Flamehead manip. I completely forgot about Flamehead. It's easy though. I guess.
No, it sucks. It sucks.
I guess it can be easy if you're good at timing the thing, but you know what? I don't really understand Flamehead manip, so I'm just gonna move straight on past to Aborted Snowgrave. Cause isn't it just Snowgrave? It's like you just don't do the Snowgrave Birdly fight and then it just goes back to chapter 2 main route.
Yes, however, it's great because you do so much more damage for Queen.
Oh, that's actually really interesting.
So it's a good category.
I might have to place in like what? Where did I place?
Especially at least like glitched, you don't do as much damage because you just get the Thorn Ring and then skip everything anyway, pretty much, like most of them. But NMG and glitchless, you do a lot of damage.
Ah, okay.
You can get a 5-turn Queen.
Oh, that's very interesting. Aborted Snowgrave glitched. I'd have to place. In that case, I'm gonna place it in B and then place Aborted Snowgrave glitched and no made a glitch list in A. Snowgrave, all possible recruits. I have no idea what this means.
It's every recruit you can get while still on the Snowgrave route, so there's not as many. Because some you have to kill. That's an interesting one in 1.09 actually.
You must recruit all possible enemies. The complete log does not have to be shown during the run. Honestly, that just seems like more of a hassle compared to normal Snowgrave in my opinion.
Trust me, it's fun. It's a nice, fun challenge. Because it's glitch Snowgrave, but then there's other stuff you also have to do, which it adds a nice fun challenge. I run it. It's fun.
Well, I'll trust you and place both of them in like mid to high
Now,
B.
I would say 1.09 should be higher than not 1.09 because not 1.09 doesn't have many recruits, so it's not as fun. Because with 1.09 you like kill like one thing, but with not 1.09 you still have to genocide some monsters. You know, still have some Darkener genocide. So I would put like 1.09. Well, I mean, of course your A is really picky, so maybe in B, and then the other one like in a lower B or in C.
I don't really care about organizing by sub tier, honestly. I'm just gonna put this in like C and this in E. I don't know why I put not 1.09, but sure. All recruits extended. This seems interesting. Stop Birdley's arm from getting injured. So that means you have to spare Birdley as well, which is actually kind of
That
interesting.
one's so good. That's such a good one.
All three blue check marks. Oh, that's actually really interesting.
You have to get hacker. You have to like. You have to do throw queen. Throw queen's the only annoying part.
Yeah.
But it's a good category.
I'm not sure why it's not included in Track Bar P, but sure.
Because it was Track of RP was made before, and it just was.
Oh yeah,
Track of RP
right.
is a meme thing, and it was made first without anything thought about other categories.
In that case, I'll put all recruits extended glitchless. I mean, personally, I'm more of a glitchless fan than a glitch, so I'm just gonna place this in A and this probably in like low A or high B.
Glitched is cool because so when you do the hacker stuff, there's like an extended snowy fields you can do for it, which is risky but really cool.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll play it in very high B, honestly. This is B. There we go. Next up, all lost recruits.
It's a good one.
All lost recruits. You must lose every enemy that's able to be recruited and have an empty recruit leg. Oh.
ALR has some funny routing with money because you need good weapons.
Well, I've mainly heard of all lost recruits because of route, and I don't know if any of these ones have route in it. All lost recruits. It seems interesting, honestly. I think I'm gonna place all lost recruits, which or like higher B, but just like B, then all lost recruits glitchless and no major glitches in B. Because again, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I forgot to mention, but like the only difference with like the routing, and I don't know how to explain it, but all lost recruits and all recruits like glitchless versus glitched, it seems like very different to me, honestly.
For all lost recruits?
Yeah, or all lost recruits and all recruits, like between glitchless and glitched, just
yeah,
like
they are very different.
Yeah, compared to like glitched and glitchless main route. What's next? Secret bosses. Let's go.
Oh boy. D and D.
Javelin's
Double D.
double D. I don't really see the point of these two categories. I know these were made before all bosses. Well, at least Jevil was made before all bosses, chapter 1, if I'm aware of that.
Yes, that's true.
So that's why there's like 100 of well, not 100, but a lot of these and a lot of not 1.9.
Both bad categories.
Yeah, but these seem very useless, so I have to agree, honestly. I don't know why these two exist, because we
should have never added spam to the percent.
Yeah. Next up, egg percent. Let's go. ST. I'm kidding. You know what? No, screw it. S tier. I don't care. It just seems it's just a very funny category. I'm just saying, very, very funny categories. That's all I have to say. Egg percent is just very funny for me. What's next? OST percent. This seems like a interesting. This is the one where you get like all bongs, right?
Yes. This is an S category. Just S. Absolute S. Best category. My favorite category. Like, I mean, best category in all of Deltarune. Nothing competes. I'm not joking. That is the best category. You want a good, fun little category to run sometimes? That one. It's amazing.
Oh, you're probably the only opinion I've heard about it, so I'm going to place it in S tier in that case. All items!
Yeah.
Final category.
I need to play all items. It seems really fun.
Yeah. Can't you do like 9-turn king for all items or something?
You can do 9-turn king and all bosses.
Actually, yeah. Maybe you can even do 8.
It is possible. Actually, you can do a 7-turn king if you get Devil's Knife.
Oh, right.
It's just Devil's Knife loses a minute. But in that category, you get it anyway, but then I'd lose time in chapter 2.
Well, honestly, I might place all items in S because, I don't know, it just seems really fun.
It seems very fun.
Seems very fun. Obviously, it's not that optimized or grinded because it's a category extension, and unless you're me and go for True Reset Chapter 1, then none of these are optimized at all. But yeah, that's that's the tier list, I guess. It's very mid, it's very, very bad. Mainly because I haven't played any of these categories besides Chapter 1. I'm definitely gonna redo this at some point. Maybe speak a lot better, because this is probably gonna turn out to be a terrible video, but who knows.
You're making this a video?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
I spoke very poorly in this, so it's probably just gonna be a very terrible video, or a video with a lot of cuts in it, so